what's the difference between front loop only and back loop only, and if it wasn't specified? So when you're looking at your work and you kind of turn it upwards so you can actually see the V's right here. When you're looking at the V's, and this is the next stitch I want to go into, the one that's in front of me is the front loop. The one in the back over there, so when I stick my hook in, I go through the front towards the back. So the front one is the front and the one in the back is back. So if it says front loop only, FLO, or back loop only, BLO, that means you don't go under both and you only go under the one it's specified. So for example, if the pattern calls for it, let's do back loop only first. So if I just did single crochets in the back loop only all the way around, let's see what it looks like. So every time in the V, I'm going to split the V, and I'm still going from the front to back, but I'm going under the back one only. Okay, so I pull it up, put my marker in, and do this. And then I'm going into the back loop again over here. So you can see there's going to be a line build up from the front loops because I didn't touch them. They're going to stay there because I'm not working anything into them to hide them, to cover them up. So if I just work the entire back loop only, you will see why. And sometimes you want to do this because you want to work two different things into this row, right? Like for example, I'm closing up this ball and I want to continue using this yarn. But let's say there's a skirt or some other detail like rocks or puffs or some other frilly thing that you want to work on, like add to the ball at this specific round. Later on, let's say you use a different color and you're going to go add some details to it. You want to be able to have some loops to work with, and that could be one of the reasons why you do this. So you want to be able to still work on this so I can close it, right? Like I can still work on the ball now. Once I get to my last one where my stitch marker isn't, you can see there's a distinct line that got left behind from all the front loops. So if I ever want to work more things into here, I still have all these front loops on this specific round that I can work into. But if I was continuing on, then I also have my new stitches of the next round. And if I wanted to go into both, I have both. And you see that front loop is still going to be there because I only worked into the back loop. So now if I just do another round in the back loop, just to show you what the effect is. Put my stitch marker there again. So I'm going to work through this one pretty quickly because they're just single crochets. It's mainly to help you visualize what the front loop and the back loop is. So really the front one is the one that's closer to you. And the back is all the way in the back over there, far from you. Okay, and I'm still doing the amigurumi stitches. That gives a tighter pull. So as you can see, I go over the yarn and then under the yarn. And like this, like this, this. Okay, so now if we look at the last two rounds that we did only in the back loops, you can clearly see. You can clearly see before when I went under both of the loops, it's just clean surface. But now I have this extra line like this. See those extra lines? And so if you have that throughout, it doesn't look as good. It's really just if you wanted to add details, I would say. But I mean, a lot of people make mistakes like that. Okay, so that's the back loop only. Now let's see what it looks like if we did front loop only. And I'm not going to bother doing like a normal one in between. So now let's say I go in the front loop. So that's the ones right in front, right? And I only want to pick one up like this. Dun, dun, dun. Dun, dun, dun. See if I can speed this up, because unless you want to see what I'm doing, it's really just front loop, pick it up, front loop, pick it up. And the difference with this one is obviously we are now hiding it, so there won't be a line there. And sometimes this one is used if you want to kind of like, let's say you make a foot, right? You have the leg going down and then the foot is going outwards and it's flat. So this one kind of spreads it open more. That's kind of what it does. And so you'll see it actually makes the next round a little wider than if you were just doing it normally. So that's the main use case I've seen in amigurumi, obviously. In different blankets and different techniques. There's obviously other reasons why you would do that. Like for hats, a lot of the ribbing, you go back loop only. It just has a much nicer texture for that. Okay, so now that I've finished the front loop only, you can see it's kind of tucking in actually. Well, here it's tucking in, but the overall round is going outwards. So if I actually placed it down, you can see it's actually wider than my thing. So I no longer have the lines, but what I have is width, wideness, breadth, whatever you want to call that. So just to review what's in front of me. Oh, let's not use that color. This purple one, what's in front of me, these are the two. The one closer to me, if I'm working on this piece properly, the one closer to me is the front loop, and the one over here is the back.